Hi, it's Joanne for Joanne's Food Bites, and today we are going to make a quick and easy dinner if you have a meeting or if you have plans and you're not going to have too much time once you get home to make dinner. This takes less than 20 minutes to prep and probably about 20 minutes in the oven once you get home. 3 minutes to top and you've got dinner. So let's get started. Okay, this is called Joanne's 7-layer dip, and it is going to take some of that pre-packaged chicken that I know you all have seen. I use the Southwestern style for just a Mexican taste, and I chop it up into small, a little bit smaller than bite-size bites. I have already shredded some cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese. I have mashed up an avocado. We're going to use a can of refried beans. So that's 4 of our toppings. The other 3 toppings are going to be applied after we warm up our meal when we come home from our meeting. It's some Roma tomatoes, some lettuce, and some scallions. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to take a platter. And the first thing we're going to do is spread our refried beans. It has not been heated up. Sometimes when I make this and I'm able to make it as soon as I'm making it for us to consume right then, I'll preheat up my beans just to make them a little more pliable and easier to work with. And we're just going to make this our first layer. I'm using a small offset spatula just to spread this out onto the platter. As you can see, I'm using a kind of a recessed platter. It's got about a 1.5 inch depth to it, and that really makes for the stuff that's going to be in the middle, really thick and deep. It's going to be the best part. I want to get this to the edges. Make sure you use an oven-proof platter. Although we're just going to heat the oven up to probably 275 to warm this up. Just be careful what you place in your oven. Alright, that looks good to me. Alright, so that's our first layer. Alright, next layer is our chicken. We're just going to spread out these bites all over. And I'll just make this big enough for probably 3 people. Just want to spread this out pretty even. And this is looking good already. And as I said before, if I was making this for us to eat right away, I would have probably just seared that in the a frying pan, the chicken, just to warm it up. Probably would have put my scallions in there as well, and a little bit of herbs or whatever Mexican Southwestern flavoring that you like. Alright, next we're going to put some avocado, and because you've already got a couple layers, it's probably not going to spread too easily. So I'd work in small portions with this. Doesn't have to be too glamorous. Remember, we're going to have several layers above this, so don't think that it has to look perfect. And I'll top my serving portion once I get it on my plate with some sour cream, but my husband does not like sour cream, so therefore I do not put it on. But you could always do that, just do not put it on at this point. You want to put it on after it's been taken out of the oven, of course. That's looking really good. Now for our cheese. Like a nice coating of cheese. It's going to melt. Render some into the dip. Let's put this in the oven. Okay. Alright, now what I'll do is I'm going to cover this with plastic wrap. Reserve all my other toppings. Put them in the refrigerator. Once we come back from our meeting, I'm going to preheat the oven to 275. When the oven gets preheated, I'm going to put the dip platter in the oven. Going to heat it up for approximately 15 to 20 minutes, just till heated through when you see the cheese is really melted. Take it out, let it set and rest for about 3 to 5 minutes. Apply our toppings, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, it's been in the oven at 275 for about 20 minutes. You can see our cheese is melted. And now we add our extra toppings, our lettuce. Our tomatoes. Love one with tomatoes. And our scallions. And dinner is served.